Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by Jegna Klub TV and Wilson's Pizza and Grill.
What's happening, good people? I am First Things First. Don't forget the coach. Then comes Mo.
And I'm Jabrelle, Jenee.
And we are here with the Evening Social Podcast. We appreciate all of you coming out to carry the culture with us here at the elegant 1739 Gallery. I can't forget our other brand partners that help make this possible. So let me get that kind of out the way. First, let me say thank you to Wilson's Pizza and Grill. We appreciate him. This episode is brought to you in part by him. Also brought to you in part by Henderson Entertainment.
Yeah,
appreciate them. All right. Then, once again, we're here at 1739 Gallery, 1739 Walnut in Kansas City, Missouri. Also, can't forget, I'm rolling with the truth. Till you get a good shot of that one. Dot Truth. You see that? Yeah, there we go. Let me pause for you. There we go. All right, rolling with the truth.
You hope you got my facial expression.
You always photobomb and hate, you know what I'm saying?
I'm straight.
There we go. Then, man, can't forget Brainiac 91.
T, get my picture. Golly. You hate so much.
Now she want a picture, T. I'm talking about, man, boy. Now she want a picture. As soon as I start taking pictures, T, now she want pictures.
Same time, man.
Boy, man. All right, Brainiac 91, appreciate them. Then can't forget our brother, C-Nut, with... Because you always want to take over and start talking. I'm waiting for you to get to it.
Come on, man, I'll wait for you.
Okay, all right, there she go.
Chestnut, Confidence 91. That's Brandocious.
Okay.
That's what's up.
She always want to get in there, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here for support.
All right, can't forget that Wavy by PLG.
Yo.
Can't forget our giveaway.
Oh, for the Royals? Don't look at me like
I knew
like
she was going to do it. I can't never get through the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? She don't pop in. It's okay.
You get 4 tickets and a parking pass. And I don't know if you know how real that parking pass is. It's special.
Yes.
That's a cherry on top.
All right. Can't forget Heartland 180. You know what I'm saying? With the candles, man. Beautiful smelling candles for us. Love them. All right. So just appreciate everybody, all of our sponsors.
Love y'all.
For coming out. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody because she keep jumping in. Got me off my ding tonight. But it's okay.
Oh my God. Sweeties tea. You did.
Tea.
Look
and
at
drip
that.
Ultra
And
pure
drip
water.
ultra pure water.
Okay. So you earned your keep. You did something.
I see that bus rolling strong today.
Okay, we got it's 3 dot boys in the house. All right, can't forget our DJ, Ben Rich.
Ben Rich.
Man, go follow him at DJ Ben Rich.
No,
yeah, got that 913. Yeah. Yeah, parallel.
Oh, they hooked you up.
Hey, and since you brought it up, I'm gonna say this too. Parallel Clothing joined the family. Now they are in our drawing. So now Parallel Clothing for one person in the audience from our drawing.
Yo, that's dope. Parallel got the
there we go.
stuff. I don't know if y'all seen my stuff I
was
got
trying to
last
save
week,
it for
but
later, but DJ brought it out. Let's go. All right, let's go. I love it.
that's a nice hat, DJ.
Okay. Now,
I see it.
tonight's guests, man, I'm excited to have them here, man. This is I watch a whole lot of podcasts, and they podcast is one that is stay on the TV. I love it. It's very entertaining. They talk about a lot of subjects, and they from Wyandotte County. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. And they talk about some real subjects that I think put a spin on things that bring about what we need to hear and some lessons for our community. So we have Let's Talk About It tonight here with Derrick Williams and Roosevelt Reem.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That boy.
Hey, bros, can you give us one time? Can you give it to us one time, man?
Let's talk. Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it.
Stay ready.
I like that.
There you go.
Okay.
Y'all for money.
So we gonna start this off. I'm gonna lean back, but I'm gonna tell y'all. It's just a disclaimer. This next segment is one of my favorite segments.
Okay.
I love it. You know, it's called Fun Questions Icebreakers.
Okay.
We just kind of enjoy itself, have
Yeah.
fun, break it down.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Disclaimer.
Okay.
Somebody on the couch that don't have the dot truth on those curveballs. They like to get, you know.
The truth is in my heart.
They like to get to it. So I'm just gonna say, just let y'all know that. Just, you know,
Okay.
dot boy to dot boy.
All right. Good looking. We keep an eye on it.
I hear you.
Keep on it. Y'all seen what's been going on already.
You know what I'm saying?
Not me.
That's why I put her there close to y'all. So y'all
Yeah.
can keep her out.
Come on, man. How I pull this out?
The other reason is I'm confined to this part of the couch. She gonna let me get moving too.
Yeah.
You look so pretty over there.
Now I look pretty.
You do.
I ain't look pretty there.
Yeah, true.
Well, she was the one doing photo shoots before this.
First of all,
That's how she
oh, I see what's gonna happen
That's how she
today.
do.
Y'all gotta team up on me. It don't
No, this ain't
matter.
no team.
You know, we're gonna stick together.
Listen,
That boys.
Hey, I'm a dot girl.
We
It
all
doesn't
rolling
matter.
with the truth.
I know what it is.
we all rolling with the truth. Okay.
This is true.
All right. First question. Today I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna let her get the first question today.
All right.
I normally come with the first question. But I'm gonna switch it up today. I'm gonna let
Cause
her
you
come
on
with the
something.
first question.
Yeah, cause you on something. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. If you had to be any cartoon character, which would you be? And that's for both of y'all.
Cartoon character.
Cartoon character.
I'm Reem. He's stiffy.
I will speak for you. That's how connected y'all.
No, I always like the Roadrunner.
The Roadrunner, wait, why?
I don't know. He's one of my favorites growing up.
I
Though.
thought you was gonna come back with Pinky and the Brain.
I like that Roadrunner. I like that
Okay,
Roadrunner. Yeah, I like that Roadrunner. Yeah.
Figured we thinking how to take over the world. Oh, that's us. Yo, Roadrunner was
He
smooth.
was smooth.
He was smooth.
Take
man.
off on you too.
Very clever. Okay.
Well, I'm asking specific questions. Right now.
Oh my God.
So, Derrick, I gotta ask you this because I was very disappointed when they told me this, man. And I ain't never really been disappointed in you until I heard this.
Okay.
I mean, being from the dot, how you gonna turn down that free money that the government didn't want to give out for student loans and stuff? You don't want none of that money.
What?
Whoa, I said.
You don't want none of that money. I'm on the TV talking about. I don't want none of that.
No, that
I
wasn't
made
me.
too much
Look
for
at
that.
Reed ready.
I don't
Ready
understand
to
that.
disown you.
No, that wasn't me.
No, that was there. That wasn't Rose.
No,
I need it all.
No, go back.
I need it all.
No,
I'm accepting everything,
I went
yeah.
after,
Yeah.
if you look at the podcast, I went after somebody that was on Facebook saying they wouldn't take the money. I was like,
Oh, you was at? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said, I don't
Where's
care if
messed
it's,
up?
I said,
thought that
yeah, I
was
said,
you.
I don't care if it's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, give me
Oh,
all the
okay.
money.
I thought you said you don't care if it's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I
I
don't
want
need
it.
none
I
of that
want
money.
it. And
I ain't turning down
I got
nothing.
enough.
No, I said, and I ain't never been been a college student. And I ain't turning down no free money. Give me
I had to say it. I heard you say. He said, I
No,
ain't turning down
man.
nothing.
Give me anything. PPE, CC, I don't care.
They still doing.
Free money, I don't
They
care.
still got
Give
some
me-
of that
Okay.
PPE money
No,
out
no,
there.
no. Give me that free money. Anybody got some free money? Give it to me.
Okay.
Is it
Okay.
out there?
Okay.
No.
Oh man, y'all see now? You see that?
Yeah, I see.
That ain't
I
even
mean,
on.
it got
That ain't
to-
even on the paper.
He's shooting shots.
Players
He's
mess
shooting. It
up.
doesn't matter.
It's all
I
good.
mean,
But
I heard it wrong.
they see.
He just heard it
I
wrong.
heard it
He
wrong.
heard it wrong.
They see what's happening here.
I heard it wrong. So it was one of them nights.
Yeah, probably.
I just heard it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Hey,
Okay. Hold on. I see what's happening here. Don't you even worry about it.
Oh,
Don't you even
Take your
worry
time.
about it.
see what's going on, Ben? Do you see what's going on? My internet went down. She can't look at my notes no more. Nah, internet went down, man. We ain't good at
Okay, I'm-
my stuff. Go ahead.
Who entered? You know, I digress. Okay, this is for both of y'all still.
Okay.
What is your biggest fear currently?
I'll let you go first.
My biggest fear is just losing. I don't like losing.
Yeah.
I just always want to win. Even if I am losing, just trying to figure that path out to make it better and win again.
Biggest fear for me, just probably failing in any like business ventures that I do and that I got. Just failing. You know, I don't want to fail. That's probably my biggest fear.
That's very interesting. I'm gonna circle back to this later.
Circle back to it.
I'm gonna circle back to this later.
Uh-oh. Don't be setting me up now.
You setting this?
And I'm almost.
It's a two-part question.
Sound like you setting this up.
No, it's not a setup. It's just.
You see, you have to.
It's just interesting that you both answered that way. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna
It's all good.
see where we going later with that.
Okay. Rose, this is for you, brother. Let me see, how do I say this? Why did you post a granddaddy long leg that you killed, man? Why in the world did you post a granddaddy long leg that you killed talking about you killed this
I have to
granddaddy
tell
long
you,
leg?
like I told him, if I would have called the news, they would have came out and been like, it's a different species out here. This was the biggest spider on my side of town.
Man, come on.
Granddaddy long leg, man!
This was black and brown. It looked different. It just froze. Spiders just don't freeze in the air like that. This was big, man. You seen it.
Man, you seen it.
That's wrong. You would have got scared too.
I looked at. I don't get
We
scared
would've
of
both knocked each
granddaddy
other
long
over trying to
legs,
run
man. I don't get
knocked
scared
you
of
over trying to
granddaddy
run from
long legs,
I
man.
told you.
I don't know.
I told
All right.
I told him on the
Talking
podcast.
all that stuff.
I told him on the podcast.
Man, I'm
that little
sitting
bitty
here
spider.
like, man, this man over here talking about he done arachnophobia
Look
and
at-
stuff.
look
He arachnophobia and some granddaddy long legs.
It
trying to
wasn't
get in the
even a
house.
list.
It was trying to get in the house.
I stopped him though. He's
Yeah.
Wait, y'all.
He gonna post
Oh,
it.
don't you do me like that.
He gonna post
She
it.
done shrunk the shot on me.
But this
Pull it up, right?
she pulled up.
It's so little.
Told you up.
Man, this little shit have pulled up. I thought it was a spider mite at first.
Yeah.
Man, that
You
thing
know,
was huge.
Thing was little.
It would have took you
it
out.
took us out.
It
Skin
was
graph,
little.
all that.
It was little.
Arachnophobia.
Would have hoped you had some PTO days. You would have called off.
Okay. Now, does it have anything to do that you've been bit by spiders before, that you just a little antsy at?
It does.
It
but
does? Okay, why ain't mad
They
at you?
all in the same. I told you they trying to take me out. It's
Okay,
all in the
okay.
same family, man.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
know what's going on.
You pulled that spider up, right?
I did.
Calm down.
What'd you think?
Listen. In the photo, it looks terrifying.
See? Thank you.
I'm gonna say that.
Thank you.
Stop.
It looked like it. I mean, it ain't.
Look like a tarantula, don't it?
That thing's little.
Tarantula.
Listen,
Go ahead, say it. Get it out
Listen,
there. Help me
Roosevelt,
out.
I understand.
I didn't want to say nothing about how I started, you know. And then I looked at it,
Yeah. If they
and
get
I
done.
went in my son's room and seen a plastic spider. Look just I didn't even want to say
No,
Don't do me like that.
don't do me like that.
That thing's little, man.
Man.
Okay, well, I just had to ask. You know, I just wanted to ask.
He had like a
It's
thousand.
You don't have
childish.
nightmares
Hey,
over
they
that,
put that on
yeah?
Facebook and had like 1,000 comments. It was like 100
Everybody.
women on there saying, "Oh,
The whole
get off
community
here."
thanked me for killing it.
A whole community or what?
Okay, well, we glad that you protected the house.
Thank you.
Okay.
I did my
I'm proud of
manly
you,
duty.
girl. So
Okay,
excited.
Thank you.
Okay. Y'all talk about a lot of stuff. So let's see. Who come up with most of the episode ideas?
It's a good question.
We both do.
Tell the truth.
We both do. We'll sit down the day before we come out with it and
Really?
have a little
You
drink
know,
or something, come up with some stuff.
sometimes it's we did a lot of shows just put it together off the dome, just right there.
On the spot?
Yeah,
Just tell.
yeah. Like sometimes we'll go into a subject and then we'll freestyle off of that subject into something else. We'll spin it for something we didn't even have written down.
We do that a
We'll
lot
just,
too, though.
We just
Get to
freestyle.
talking, he'll get to saying
I
something,
already
I'll
know.
say something. Before you know it, we're going down a whole different alley
Yeah.
we ain't even supposed to be there.
Yeah, and we do have subjects and stuff written down, but then some of that stuff is just off the top of the head.
Yeah, a lot of it is, though. We just have the subject, we just go from there.
That's just because y'all vibe.
Yeah, we just spin it. We spin it
Yeah.
like that. Good vibes. Plus, it's just when you know somebody, for 20-something years, it's kind of easy to vibe with them.
Yeah.
Oh wait, how long have it been?
20
A good 20 plus.
Some numbers.
It's
20
20 plus. He was in my wedding,
I'm trying
so
to give him
They
my age
almost
out
as old
now.
as you, Mom.
yeah. You calling us old up here?
Huh?
You calling us old up here? Okay.
Nah, that was
Slid one in on you.
She ain't that far behind. She ain't that far behind.
Don't worry about it.
I've been knowing you for a long time too. I've been knowing you for a long time too.
It ain't been no 20 years, no, I'm saying. No, maybe.
What you say?
Maybe.
Probably been knowing
It
you
might have been about 20
been
years.
knowing you
huh?
for probably about 20 years.
Hey, man, it's okay. I got it.
Dang.
Now this is a serious question, and we've been trying to figure out the answer to this for a long time.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, who better to ask than let's talk about it.
Mhm.
All right.
Let's go.
So now, whichever one of y'all, just give it to me. Which is the originator? It's a pineapple, right? Which is the originator, the pine or the apple?
Oh, my God.
I'll let you take it.
Say what?
I'll let you take it.
I'm saying, who's the alpha, the pine or the apple in the pineapple?
I mean, they both go together, so I don't know.
But it's a pine and it's an apple. So which one is the
I
alpha?
never had the apple
'Cause
with
they
the
came
pine,
with
though.
pineapple.
I'm going with the apple.
I'm gonna go with the pine.
You going with the
Pine
pine?
comes
You
first.
going with the apple? Because the pine
I'm going
comes
with the
first.
pig. I'm going with the pig.
I'm going with the apple.
Pig has all the power.
Well, I'm gonna just say this: when you get married, she don't take your first name.
What? Who is?
Just saying.
Hold on now. You changed the whole.
I'm just saying. You said I'm going with pine.
was talking about
You said I was
pineapple.
going with pine because it went first. And I
Yeah.
said, well, I mean, when you get married, they take your last name. They don't take your first name.
They definitely take
you
your
don't
So
last
know
name.
which
apple,
one
apple
to
is the.
I don't know.
Apple.
I'm just,
I tried.
inquiring minds want to know.
Apple.
I get an E for
I'm going with the apple.
You going with the apple and you going with the pine?
pine. I
Okay.
think. I hope. Did I win?
I don't
He just asking. I thought you.
I don't know. I just had to ask. Inquiring minds want to
Ain't
know.
that so?
You know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't got the answer.
Hey, they been, well, my third grade class been asking me that for a while. I just figured maybe y'all could help me go back and answer.
Sometimes they had the hardest questions.
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna ask him about.
Sometimes they can be smarter than us in a lot of situations.
They got a TV
You
show
know
about
what
that.
I told him?
Real.
You know what I told him? I said, I'm going to ask two guys that know everything. They talk about everything. I'm going to ask these two guys and they'll know.
This the stuff you stay up at night writing. I thought you was gonna ask him about the pizza toppings. I'm afraid to hear that from
I
them.
wasn't going to
I'm
ask
meat
him
lovers. I like meat lovers.
No, if you could be any pizza topping, what would it be?
Hamburger.
We had somebody stump.
that. He said hamburger.
We stumped somebody on that. That was good. Okay.
That's cool.
Hamburger. Wait, what? Come on, Derrick. He said hamburger.
Oh,
He like it all. He like them.
I like.
brain
gonna be
things.
anchovies.
Yeah, he like the whole thing.
Give me the sauce. I want to lay the
Give
foundation.
me the sauce.
The sauce.
Come on,
trying to
cause,
look at
cause
him.
let me tell
The
you,
sauce. Let me lay the foundation.
we
You already
debated
asked me
this
that
before,
question.
but the sauce is it.
That wasn't fair. You already asked me that question.
They ain't answering.
I'm with the
I'm
sauce.
on the show with you.
I got some sauce too, guys.
I got some sauce too.
Sauce.
You said hamburger
came
strong,
up- you just
which
came
is
up-
very versatile.
I like hamburger.
I love that.
Okay. I think it's great answers. This is one of my last questions, for this segment. I heard, I don't know if it was a rumor or I've heard, and it's been repeated a couple times, that the show was going to be on a slight hiatus. While Rose went and tried out for quarterback in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, my
So
God.
I heard that's what was
Which is
that
the
was
wildest thing.
happening. So I'm just
Yeah.
I want to know how that's going.
Well, I've came to him several times and told him that I can take over the show and do it by myself.
And the ratings went down.
And he we ain't
Oh,
got the show.
Even be back,
No,
yeah.
no, we ain't got the
Couldn't
show.
even get in the car.
But I told him,
you
no,
couldn't
but
get in the car,
Couldn't even get in
bro.
the car, yeah.
I told him that it's
That's a real question.
he
What
has
made
a
you
he has a a shot to go up there and be the Steelers quarterback, and I
Don't
told
leave
him
Mitchell
I
Trubisky
support
alone.
him. If he steps away from the podcast to go up there and try to be the quarterback, I'll
wrong.
support him, and he come back whenever he wants.
Y'all just better make it to the playoffs.
We gonna make it.
Well,
Whoa, you
I
gotta
just-
sit
So now I gotta
on
ask
this
this.
set and
Now,
say
now
that.
this leads me to
Yeah.
the other question.
Why are you a
Man, I
Steelers
should've
fan?
had on
How
Is
in
the
the
question.
world
I didn't know we
are
was
you
going
a
down this
Steelers
road.
fan?
Bro, I wanted to
How
ask
are
that
you a
earlier, but I
Steelers
was trying to be
fan,
nice.
man? How
I
are
lost too
you?
much money on the Chiefs.
How,
And I think everybody in this room can feel me when I say that. Don't get quiet now.
It looks like you're alone.
because you basing you basing
On losses.
your,
So I went with a
His
winning
loyalty.
team
But he was a Chiefs fan.
But
that has
they
more
just-
wins than you got.
but they losing now.
You childish for that, bro.
That ain't childish.
They
You gotta
losing
think
now.
about the future. Plan for the future.
They losing now.
You gotta
I mean,
go
I'm
with
just
the winning
saying,
team.
you got an LA hat on, you read for Coach Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? And every show you got the Chiefs, the Chiefs Nation behind.
I
you.
still didn't want
You
it
know
in
what I'm
there.
saying?
I got voted on that.
Yeah, that's
I
on
don't
my
know how
that's
that
on my
made it.
side. That's on my side.
Still
You
don't know
really
how that
need
made
I
it.
to
just don't understand
evaluate.
how you are a.
Reevaluate the life choices that
I've been
you
trying.
making, Rose.
It's some kind of way it keeps coming back.
Man, he's just one of those used to be Chiefs fans and jumped on
So,
the bandwagon.
so
Who hurt
basically,
you?
basically what
Money.
it is, this I see what it is. I see what it is. You didn't go get therapy. And you needed a little therapy because you was hurt.
He was hurt.
And so you got mad and you
Left.
took your ball and couldn't nobody else play.
And came back.
And they came back and happy with it.
How long has it
Okay,
been?
happy.
I ain't mad at
Huh?
you.
How long has it
I'm
been?
looking about 2002, 2003.
My
somewhere around there.
gosh. This man has
Yeah.
been
Come on,
living
man. Ben's
a
first
life of
years. Now Ben is
deceit.
gone, so it's been a minute.
Tell him how them Steelers got beat down twice last year. Though. By the
We
Chiefs.
didn't lose by field goals either. This podcast ain't about that.
The choir minds be wanting to know.
I was
mean,
gonna
that's-
ask it
I'm
earlier,
just,
but I was
you know,
trying to be respectful.
I
I
just
didn't
better
want
make
to
it to
attack
the
you.
playoffs. That's all I got.
Like I told him all the time on the podcast, a lot of the stuff when the Steelers, they ain't done nothing. He didn't even have no kids then. Last time the Steelers won anything,
Mm.
he wasn't even a father then.
Man.
I was.
Oh man.
I was. Don't you do Kyron and DJ like that.
Okay. We're gonna switch to another gear. Let's talk a little bit since y'all brought that up. I want to talk because one of the things that we like to do on here is for our audience, our youth, to kind of be able to see people who look like them thriving in a professional manner, that are living life every day, especially fathers, family men, things like that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you both. You know what I mean? Are you married and do you have kids?
I'm married.
Okay.
I have a 10-year-old son and an 18-year-old stepdaughter.
Okay.
Yep.
I am not married, but I do have 2 kids. I have 2 boys. One is 9 and the other one is 15.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
So do they play sports?
Mine is currently active. I got one of them in the cross country right now, and the other one is in football. My youngest is in the football. My oldest is in the cross country.
Really?
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
he's just
Okay.
now trying it. Yeah, I can't wait to see how this goes.
Cross
He don't know
country
how
is
far
gonna
he
be
gotta run.
it's gonna be
Yes,
interesting.
I can't wait
Yeah,
to see
this
it.
outside. It's not on the
My
track.
daughter's first meet, she came in dead last and crying.
Yeah.
Did
Cross
she
country
finish
ain't
the
no
year?
joke.
Did she finish the whole season with him though?
No, that was the end of it.
Oh,
That was the end.
Cross country ain't no joke.
it ain't.
Ain't no joke.
It ain't.
Not.
No joke. No.
It's not.
My son's playing football. He plays football, basketball, and baseball. Right now, he's currently playing football right now.
What's your daughter doing? She 18. She off to college.
She's in college right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You gonna tell us where she go?
Oh, she's at the KCK Community College. She's gonna stay, do that for 2 years, and
That's
she's
good.
gonna go off.
Yeah, that's good. Get ready.
Yep.
Good. So, another question. So where were you born? I gotta put this out there.
Me, I was born in Kansas City, Kansas.
Wyandotte.
Wyandotte.
Okay. All right.
KCK wound up.
Wyandotte.
Yep.
Okay.
How about yourself?
Got boys.
How about yourself?
Boy.
That boy.
Yeah.
You?
Are you gonna ask
I'm
me?
not only.
Yes.
I'm not only born in Wyandotte. I graduated from the Wyandotte.
That's what I was about to ask.
Said
What
D
school,
Wanda.
what,
Throw that in there.
what schools did y'all
nothing wrong
go
with it, but I'm just
Washington.
saying,
Washington.
Sluggo. I got love for Wyandotte because I did do 1 year at Wyandotte my freshman year. Then my mom moved out there by Washington. I told her, ain't no way I was going to Washington. So
Don't you?
We,
To the wash house?
We hooked up some stuff, and I was able to go to Schlegel.
Okay.
You look like a Schlegel dude.
What's that been supposed to? What's a Schlegel dude look like? What's Schlegel dude look like?
Man, Derrick, you're a wonderful man.
Schlegel dude. I got love for one.
So how did y'all meet each other? I mean, how did y'all become friends?
This is the G version.
Woo!
Yeah.
Now,
It's the G version.
we knew each other from this, running around KCK.
Yeah.
But then we really got cool once we started working together in Nebraska Furniture Mart.
Nebraska.
Yeah, that was 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2003.
Okay,
Been cool ever
nice.
since.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in my wedding.
It was your wedding.
He was in my
I
wedding.
heard DJ Men.
That's all I was about to say was
I heard DJ
Was
Ben
spinning.
spend in that wedding.
Fat shout out to DJ.
Yeah, everybody grew.
First
Ben,
of all,
Ben
Rich
DJ my
everybody
wedding.
ready.
Right
They
job.
still talk about to this day the job Ben did at my wedding. You did unbelievable. Fat shout out to Ben. He
Ben
had
did
us going
everybody
all
ready.
night to the wee hours of the morning too.
Wee
Boy,
hours.
they didn't even want to leave. He was spinning them ones and twos, so
It
nobody
was a
wanted to
great
leave.
night, yeah.
That's how you do.
My wife was like, "You gotta go. You've been on the floor. It's time to go. You done 2 months. Yeah,
Too much time to go.
2 months. It's
Yeah.
time to roll."
Yeah.
But,
Hey, that
fat
was a
shout
good
out to Ben
time.
though. Oh yeah, it was cool. Fat shout out to Ben though.
He got me to dancing, and I don't dance.
He don't even dance. He
Yeah,
shot.
I got out there, two-step, did all kind of stuff.
Oh
And it
man.
came out my character that night. It was a great night, though.
And he can't two step.
It was a beautiful night.
Okay.
And he can't two step at all.
I was trying to move past that, but he kept it back, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, it was my dog. I had to get out there.
Yeah,
and
get
support
out
him,
there,
man.
get out like
It was
that.
cool though.
I love that.
Yeah.
I was just telling Derrick before we started rolling that I'm happy that he got married. I'm
Thank you.
excited for that. I love that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Good time.
It's a good time.
We a year in.
It looked good on you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Whole
Yes,
year.
and many more.
Thank you.
So
The
give
whole
me-
year.
Give me a memory from school. Give me a memory from school.
From school?
Yeah, give me a memory from school.
School. Man, probably sitting at the lunch table joking on people. I used to love sitting at the lunch table joking, man. That's what we did. We look forward to that kind of stuff. But, I don't know, so many memories from school, man.
Oh.
I miss it, though, man, to be honest with you. I tell these kids all the time, man, go
Good
by
memory or
fast,
bad
man.
memory?
Cherish it. Yeah.
Good memory or bad memory?
Well,
Most
it's
memorable.
Your memory. Whatever's memorable, your memory.
Going to ATS, just being able to leave Washington, going over there to that stallion school just for a couple of hours.
Stallion school.
Hey, ATS was lit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
What did you take in ATS?
auto body, trying to learn how to pay
Auto
cars.
body, okay.
Yep.
Nobody. That was good. Did you go to ATS, Derrick?
No. I took different route.
See what I'm saying there? See what I'm saying? Now you already said I didn't go to college, and and now she just want to keep shit. That's what I
Went
told
to
you.
trade school. I mean,
I
what do
told you.
ATS got
He
to do
would've
with
said I went to
that?
trade
No,
school.
I-
On the people,
I
you still would have got a people. You still would have had student loans for trade school.
Yeah.
Listen, I can ask him whatever I want.
I mean, you're going to, but I'm just telling why I gave him the disclaimer.
No trade school.
Okay.
It's all right, man. You know what? Let's move forward.
Let's move.
Let's
All
move
right.
forward.
So I'm gonna ask these couple more, and then we gonna take a break, man. Cause at our break, we gonna have YGKC come out.
I'm excited
you know
to
what
see
I'm saying, and
YG.
perform.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So I really don't want to save this because I'm trying to ask it now, but
Here
I'm
it
gonna
comes.
save it. You know, I'm gonna save it. You know, because I got to. I just want to know how did you sit through. You know, a whole podcast with LaVille. But I ain't gonna, man, I'm gonna come back to that when we
Okay,
get back.
okay,
You know,
Bill.
because that, yeah. Okay, we'll come back to that one.
All right.
But tell me what came up with the idea to start it? Let's talk about it. Like, how did that come about?
Man, I was watching YouTube one day, man, and I just seen a lady washing dishes. And I've heard washing dishes, she had 1 million views. Then he came by the house, I was like, Derrick, you gotta be a lane for us out here just trying something. Somebody wanna see us do something. Before you
No,
know,
it's
I
true.
just invested in some podcast stuff and cut on the cameras and we here.
Yeah, because the first time we was just down in his basement and we was just recording it. And then I didn't even know he had posted it to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? When they free said, I posted a video on YouTube, man, I was just in some old sweats and man, we had, you know, we was just down there talking, man. And then he said, "Oh, I got it on YouTube." And then he called me and said, "Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. I posted it. You know, I got somebody talk to me about that. Hey, I should have talked to you before I posted that video." I said, "It's cool, man. It's cool." And then from there, man, we just started.
How long did it
Just put
take
them
for
out.
you to be serious about it?
We actually seen some people was actually giving us a chance or looking at us. We had a couple views coming.
Once the subscribers started kind of growing and the viewers and the views started going up, we were doing episodes where we didn't even really think they was good, but and some of the views was like 600 and 700 views, and we was like, man, we thought that episode was trash.
Wow.
But just started kind of took off from there, so we just started hitting it, start rolling with it, and start being real serious about it, and start getting together, man, and making it work.
It's a consistent schedule now.
It got to work with our work schedule. It is.
With
We're
the
doing the
stuff
best
do,
we can do with
you
it.
know, with our,
Work, so you
jobs.
still got to maintain house and pay bills too at the same time because it ain't bringing in no cash flow. But we try to at least get it once or twice a week. If
I
we
suppose
can.
we didn't mention that. What are y'all professions, or what would you say your profession is outside of being a podcaster?
I'm a truck driver. I drive truck. I drive 18 wheelers.
I work for a aviation company that deals with airplanes and stuff for the FAA, like for the Army and Navy and all that stuff. So I'm in the aviation department.
I love to hear about aviation.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a whole new world we introduce to the kids that
Yeah,
just provides a whole new lane of opportunities.
you'd be surprised at the stuff that
Yeah, that's available.
in aviation that a lot of kids that look like us are really getting into that more now
I love
in
it.
aviation. So it's a good field.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of the biggest things the kids took away. We took a field trip down to Duncan Aviation at the Wheeler Airport. And they got to see all this, and the two biggest things they came away saying, you don't have to have a college degree to be in aviation. You don't have to have. That's what they kept saying. I'm like, man, it's a lot of fields to where you can make really, really good money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have a college degree. That's not knocking going to college.
Yeah.
It's just saying there's other things out here that you can do. And then the other thing is, they sit there because they was asking, well, how much does this cost? How much does this cost? You know, and so on the tour, the guy tells him the engine is worth $1 million.
Yeah.
And then he's like, this plane here, this jet here, you know, it's worth about $35-40 million.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, can I touch it?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, go ahead and touch it.
Yeah.
So he reached out and touched it. And he turned to me and said, Mr. White, I know I'm gonna be a millionaire. I can touch 30 million.
Oh yeah.
I said, I love it. I love
Get
it.
on my nerve.
I said, I love it. So that was my two exciting things, but we still had kids now talking about aviation that wasn't talking about it before.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the greatest things for them to see people who look like them in it,
Yeah.
but then understand it is a field that they can get in.
It's definitely a field they can get in, man. It's a growing field for us. You know, definitely.
You should come talk to the kids about it.
Yeah.
I will.
Same
Yeah,
thing
and
with
truck
truck
driving.
driving.
Yes, it
That's
is.
that is a great career too, a great
Starting
field.
to see
they
more
can
of our
get in.
people too doing
Yeah.
it, and a lot more women driving too.
I
A lot
know.
more women driving.
I just met a female driver who is looking to get her own truck.
We got 4 of them in my job right now.
4 women?
Yep.
Man, I could drive.
We unload the truck too. That's what
Yeah, now
surprises
she
us
want to
about it.
drive. Every week she want to sing. Every week she want to sing. Now she want to drive. She just do it all. Man, she do it all.
He
Okay.
hates so hard.
I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying.
You tried it.
You want to sing. You want to dance. You want to.
First of all, it's not a wanna, I do.
Oh, okay.
He hates so
You
bad.
sing, you dance, you
Wait till
do-
YG get up here.
now she want to be the background watching.
In the background.
I seen that. I heard
Man,
that.
come on.
Well, with that, what we gonna do is we gonna take a break.
Okay.
We're gonna have YG come out. You know what I'm saying, and then we'll come back and finish up.
Good deal.
All right, we'll be right back.
Tonight's episode was brought to you in part by Wilson's Pizza and Grill and Jenna Klub TV. Our Facebook Live broadcast was brought to you in part by New Wall Street. Our musical guests are brought to you in part by Henderson Entertainment. Our live audience giveaways are brought to you in part by The Royals. Our venue partner is the Elegant 1739 Gallery. Our clothing partners are Truth, The Reason, and Brainiac 91. Our beverage partners are Drip Ultra Pure Water and Sweeties Teas.
Tito, this beat goes hard.
My mama told me you with no training wheels. If they don't 10 toes and never take a deal. I'm running out of breath trying to run up a mill. Me getting to the money since a big wheel. My mama told me you with no training wheels. If they don't 10 toes and never take a deal. I'm running out of breath trying to run up a mill. I've been on my grind since I was 18. Addicted to the money, yeah, I had a drink. Always been alone and never had a team. Always been legit, I never did the schemes. Got moves coming daily like the daily paper. Stand cops with the niggas cause they beat them haters. They don't want you on, they don't want you in it. Keep it on your phone and just mind your business. They don't want you up, they rather see you down. Stay away from me because you be a clown. I don't understand the hate, but it be real. Laughing in your face, but plotting on your skrill. Now tell me who's really real. Been getting to the money since the big wheel. My mama told me get it with no training wheels. And stand on 10 toes and never take a deal. I'm running out of breath trying to run up a mill. Been getting to the money since the big wheel. My mama told me get it with no training wheels. And stand on 10 toes and never take a deal. I'm running out of breath trying to run up a mill. Run it up, slow run, no rush. Invest into myself, so all money and no cuts. Staying out the way, some niggas don't know that I'm up. Yeah, background's internal, bitch. And my focus don't matter, bitch. Yeah. Came a long way from the crack houses. Came a long way from breaking down the ounces. Mama said go get it some by any means. Always stay loyal, never leave teams. They gon' be around when the smoke clear. I can smoke OG and keep my mind clear. Focused on that bag, I gotta run it up. I can't stop, mama, need that belly truck. Been getting to the money, hey. My mama told me get it with no training wheels. Instead on 10 toes and never take a deal. I'm running out of breath trying to run up a mill. Been getting to the money since a big wheel. My mama told me get it with no training wheels. Instead on 10 toes and never take a deal. I'm running out of breath trying to run up a mill. I'm running out of breath trying to run up a mill. I'm running out of breath trying to run up a mill. Been getting to the money since the big wheel. My mama told me get it with no training wheels. Instead on 10 toes and never take a deal. I'm running out of breath trying to run up a mill. Appreciate y'all, man.
All right, we back with the Evening Social Podcast. Man, what a performance, man. Give it up one more time for YGKC, man. Now, fellas, one big part of this podcast is not only to put in front of our youth people who look like them, thrive in a professional manner, telling their stories, their struggles, their successes, to be who they are. But it's also an opportunity for us to do what we call give oxygen. Yeah. You know, other people give flowers. We're not knocking that, but we give oxygen. And oxygen is not only just to say, man, what you're doing is noticed, it's appreciated, to give you big ups, but it's also to give you life, to continue doing what you're doing, saying that, man, you know, I think what y'all doing is wonderful. There's a whole community of people who think what y'all doing is wonderful. You are standing up for men and then men of color, you know, being fathers, being having careers, working, but then also striving to have positive conversations and things, you know, about subjects that need to be spoken about.
Yeah.
So we want to take this time right now. Please join me with giving you all the oxygen for Let's Talk About It and for who you are as me. All right?
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
That's nice.
So I gotta tell you something. One of the things that I think it's just my opinion, which don't mean a lot, but I think that I said that before she could say that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I know you looking. I had to get in there before she get that in there. But one of the things that I think that is unique, and I really enjoy watching the podcast, is that man, y'all got a broad range of topics that y'all talk about.
Yeah.
And then nothing is exempt in the barbershop. You know, you know what I'm saying? I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing exempt. You talk about it, you go, and I think that's great, man. A little bit ago, she asked about the topics, but talk to me, man. Like, what? I mean, do it just come to you? How do you come up with the topics, man? Because y'all got some great topics. It'd be a lot of stuff that's happening right then. It's current.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things.
Man, we just try to talk about real life issues, man, and we think people really want to hear what's going on. We try to talk about just life stuff, what relationship stuff, the stuff that real life people deal with, real issues. You know what I'm saying? We don't get on there. We one thing that we always said, we wasn't going to be clickbait. You know, we're not going to be on here putting no false lies and stuff out just for people to click on the thing. So our podcast, the one thing that we really pride that it's not generic.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
That's what I
genuine.
was gonna
You know
say.
what I'm saying? So anybody who watches our podcast, they know that, like you said, we talk about everything, all kind of subjects. And I think how we come up with them is that we'll get together and we'll just be like, you see what happened on the news or something, and be like, man, that's crazy. And then we talk about it. But and then sometimes we just sit down and come up with subjects. And then a lot of times, like we were saying earlier, we'll take a subject, you know what I'm saying, and then a lot of that stuff that you see on the podcast that we do is, a lot of that stuff is just freestyle. It comes, like, we can have one subject, but we'll spin two things off of that one subject and turn it into two other things that we're talking about. So I think we do that.
A lot of the times we don't agree with each other, so that's how we go off each other. He'll say something, I may not totally agree with him, just give the opposite end of whatever he says. The opposite end of whatever he says, though,
He tries to play that devil advocate.
Yeah.
I love that the conversation is so very candid.
Yeah.
Y'all feed with each other good. I mean, it's back and forth. Like, do you think that has to do with your relationship?
I think so. I do. Yeah. I think it has a lot to do with it because, we hang out outside of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We hung out for 20 years before the podcast, so it kind of makes it easier.
Okay.
You don't always want nobody telling you yes anyway. If you see doing wrong, you don't want to.
Yeah.
Right. I would just want somebody to say yes one time.
This is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Just one time. Man, she just so defensive all the time.
You be
Okay.
all I hear is
Anyway.
criticizing.
That's cool, man.
Man, talk to me, man. I gotta know, man. How did you finish a whole podcast with Lavelle Cardwell, man?
Oh,
that
man.
dude, if he ain't the silliest, funniest, realest
Love it,
person
man.
in the world.
He's crazy,
Oh,
man. He's crazy. And it's funny you say that, too, because he's actually scheduled to be coming back on here soon.
I come back on.
So, he's been on, man. Well, how many times he's been on? Like
About
two
three,
times?
three, I
Two or
think
three. He's been on like 2 or 3
I'm
episodes.
telling he's like our Howard Stern.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
So-
he's raw.
Man,
Bro,
but
man,
he's actually scheduled to come back on in a few weeks, man. He's a fool, man.
Man, I will be watching.
He be hating
Man,
on my Chiefs,
man.
boy. He be hating on the Chiefs, boy.
Yeah, you know, this is
That's why I love.
Everybody got a
That's why I love
Yeah.
Rickety Mo.
everybody got it.
And like I told him too, he was a former Chiefs fan too.
He
though.
was a former Chiefs. A lot of former Chiefs fans turn
former,
haters,
yeah,
man.
Sure.
You know, it's,
Yeah.
I mean,
I got one on the podcast with me.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I ain't
Man,
coming
Y'all
back.
personalities are so different, and I think that is what adds a lot of flair to the show.
To the podcast.
Yeah, Derrick's so laid back. Roosevelt just in your face. Everything.
It
But
could
it's
be
a
the
nice
opposite
balance.
way. It all depends on the day.
Yeah, we got a couple episodes
This is true.
where it's kind of we both kind of acting crazy.
Yeah.
Had one where he lost a bet on the Chiefs.
You had to bring that up.
Bet
For real?
Yeah.
He had to bring
that up right now.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up anyway. You think I ain't seen? You think I don't watch the episode? It was coming.
Yeah.
I was saving it to the end.
I was trying to erase that.
He had to wear
That's wrong.
he had to wear that Chiefs jersey on the
That Chiefs
podcast.
jersey,
Yeah.
see,
It wasn't
you
real.
know,
I bought it in the gas station. It wasn't a real jersey.
I didn't want to do him like this,
Yeah.
but I started to use
Yeah.
that picture on the post.
Oh.
That's what I started to
Man,
do. But
You a Chiefs fan too?
I should have sent it to
I
you.
live in Kansas City, man.
I should have sent that to you.
I live in Kansas
I
City.
felt it. I knew something was in the energy when I came here, you know.
I mean, this is where we live.
You
I'm by
really
myself
hate
in this room?
yourself just a little bit
I'm
if
by
you're
myself.
not a Chiefs.
You by yourself in here,
I
man.
stand alone, huh?
Nobody else reps Pittsburgh. And you
Oh,
No.
wow.
Why would you?
We winners. I told you, you got to be with a winning team.
We-
Yes.
You're delusional, Roosevelt. You know that.
It's okay. That's why they click so.
Oh, bro.
Let 'em know.
Listen, this is really just he's in character.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He's in
Got to do some Charleston White stuff.
Cut it out. Stop it.
No.
So when y'all first made the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Derrick, were you not on board with it, or?
I was cool with it. I just when he posted the first episode, I didn't even know he put it out there. He didn't even tell me he was posting it to YouTube. I thought we were
I
just
didn't know it
recording
uploaded
He
it.
like
told
that.
you he was recording it.
Yeah, and we were just supposed to be testing out the equipment. That was the whole thing. We just supposed to be testing out the equipment.
Okay.
I didn't know he was putting it on YouTube.
Are you thankful
So
that
this
he
what I
did?
don't understand, Rose, and help me understand that. You know, he went to Slago, graduated from Slago.
Uh-huh.
He didn't have his gear right.
You right.
Man, I was down there in a white tee and just some old gray shorts, man.
That's how them
'Cause
Slago
one
people
day in
roll.
fashion school, I
Oh, come
That's
on,
how all
man.
the Slago people
Come
roll.
on, man.
That ain't no wash house thing.
They go to fashion
Come on.
Wash house
school.
stay
All
ready.
these kids now, he talking about,
What was that? What year was that? 99.
Man, we was just like I said, man.
Like you ain't never wore a white tee.
Oh, I love wearing white tee.
Okay, I know.
I just
I
said-
see you in 1,000 of them.
Oh, I wear them sometime on the podcast.
Yeah, I
you know?
see. I see
Yeah.
both y'all.
It was a white tee.
sometimes-
What you said?
No, it was just a white tee.
Oh, it was a white
Man, we
tee.
were just sitting in his
Am I
basement
white
like we
tee?
had.
It wasn't a
white
staff.
No, don't do me like that.
Hey,
No,
yo.
man, I wear a Stafford. Hell, I mean, I wear white t-shirts at the gas station. You know, I stop at the
Hey,
gas
back in the
station.
day, though, the Stafford had to be.
Yeah. I fool with the Stafford, but yeah,
You got it from where I got that Chiefs jersey at.
man, come on. But no, I rock gas station. I rock a gas station t-shirt in a minute.
Boy, you was rocking that joint too.
That's wrong.
What's
You
motivating
know what?
y'all?
You know what? I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna re-air that. I'm gonna re-air that podcast.
You gonna do what?
I'm gonna re-air that podcast.
The first one?
No, on that first one, I'm not re-airing. I might one day though. Just for,
Just let
but I'm
me
gonna add the one. I'm gonna re-air that one that he had the Chiefs jersey on the podcast. I'm gonna put that back out.
He
There.
joked on me that whole episode. I couldn't even say nothing.
Yeah,
But you look good.
you look good. You good.
That's all I remember him saying.
You look good.
That's
What's
why I'm saying that.
What's motivating y'all to keep it going? How long have y'all been going?
We probably touching on the year. close to
A year.
It'll be a year in November. I think it'll be a year in November.
Man.
Little
What's
about
the
10
why?
I
months.
like it. I just like it. Once you feel you like to do something, I mean, it just feels natural sometimes.
So, tell me this, and this is a serious question. What's the feeling that you get? Is it the feeling of recording it, or is it the feeling of watching?
Expression. Oh.
I be thinking we touching somebody. I don't know who.
Uh-huh.
I just be thinking somebody out there probably listening to us. Just
Yeah.
that feeling right there, just knowing one person out there may just be actually listening to us. I like
Oh, it's a
that.
dope feeling.
I do.
That's an amazing
Yeah.
feeling.
Now, even though you're a Steelers fan, I agree with you on
There's
this.
a lot of Steelers fans out there just listening.
They not in here though.
Not in here.
They're not in here.
I think I like that too, though, bro.
Yeah.
I like
Why
the
didn't
fact
tell them
that
you too
at
can
least
come out
one
of the dark?
person is listening. You know,
Yeah.
it don't have to be a million. But one person touch, and that's how But I rode through that even in the school system.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I think that
I
was
may
the
not
kids.
catch all of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna catch all. Of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I get one,
Just one.
and I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's why we always try to keep one subject in there when we do the podcast that
Uh-huh.
everybody can relate to, or we can try to touch somebody with, or somebody can listen to and gather something from it.
Yeah, we had an episode, and I can't remember which episode it was. I don't know. We was talking about something to do with high school kids or something.
How you play your mic,
And then it was a we don't even know who this person was. He was a high school student. And he got on the podcast and said, "Hey, thanks for y'all show. I really enjoyed y'all show. I listened to it from start to finish, and I just dealt with them kind of issues too in school. You know, he had just graduated, but we didn't know who he was. But you know, like that's why we like to talk about a lot of stuff, man. Mental health. You know, a lot of stuff. We just talked about mental health and raising kids and stuff, man. So. It's just if you can just reach that one person, you never know what they're going through. You might give them some encouraging words.
Standing and speaking in truth is always something that will never return void. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you're reaching. You don't know what people are dealing with, and it's a blessing to have the thought and the execution to do what it is that you're doing, that we do. And it is blessing somebody, man.
Yeah, that's why we enjoy it. I think that's why we enjoy doing it the most.
Yeah,
because we get a lot of feedback from people.
We do. Even though they don't leave it in the comments, we get a lot.
I mean, the views go up whether the comments do or not. That you know.
Yeah. And like I said, it's cool. We enjoy doing it, man. I mean, we're gonna
feedback coming in your text message.
Oh yeah, phone calls and text messages.
Oh, you get feedback in your text messages?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we got some people behind the scenes that watch.
I get a lot of phone calls too.
You get a lot of phone calls?
I do.
Nobody not calling me. They not texting me neither, so I just.
If you would be a little nicer to me.
They must know I don't got nothing they want.
Nah, it's cool.
So, man, I gotta ask this too. You know, our time is running down, and T Money's gonna start giving me them signals. So, man, talk about the experience of being in the mayor's office and then interviewing the mayor.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
So talk about that experience, man. And by the way, great episode, great question. I do want to say this, Rose. It was a lot more professional with your questions and the way you went in deep. I like that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You did a good job.
You worked on that.
I did. I was nervous. I wasn't gonna lie.
I think it was cool, man, to go to interview him. To just sit in there, man. Like I said at the end of the episode, I said, you know, as a young black man who's been in this building a few times downstairs to pay tickets, now I'm up here on the 9th floor, sitting there talking to the mayor. You know what I'm saying? I would have never thought I'd had be able to sit down and do a podcast with the mayor. It was a blessing. It was an honor and a privilege to be able to interview him. It was dope.
How did that opportunity even come about?
He was the one that hooked it up, so
just reached out to his people. They got back with us, and two sides made it happen. It was cool, and we enjoyed doing it. It was experience. It was cool, man, because it was laid back. They really made us feel welcome down there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was real nice to us down there. And he answered a lot of questions, and like he said at the end, he said he wanted to keep going.
He did.
We wanted to keep going. Like he said, we could have talked for hours and hours and hours.
A lot more stuff we want to get off our chest and just ask him,
Yeah.
He's so laid back and forthcoming.
Yeah. It was cool, man. It was real cool, man. Hopefully.
One thing, he is truly the two things. He is about being reachable.
Yeah.
Very.
And he is about being transparent. He doesn't mind being transparent and being reachable, and you can see that, through the interview that was there. And then I noticed he also brought Mr. Murray.
I'm related to Mr. Murray.
And the Honorable J.D.
I am.
Yeah.
You related to Mr. Murray?
Yes. Come to find out when I showed my mother's ended up seeing that. She was like, "Do you know you're related to him?" I was like, "Wow."
Really? Okay.
If you know Levert, that's my cousin. That's his father. And all this time.
I know Levert.
Yeah, that's
Levert
my
cousin.
cousin.
It's such a small world.
And it's very small. And I'm sitting down at the meeting the whole time, and I'm like, wow.
His name is Levert.
I know. Levert Jr. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask him the whole time, but I was, like I said, I was a little starstruck and just a little nervous at the same time.
It was cool, though. Because
good, man.
we didn't know they was going to join us too. So when they joined us, he asked them could they be on the podcast with us. Cool. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we had to get some stuff behind the scenes situated. But it worked out good though. It was pretty cool.
Man, good. Man. That was a great episode.
It's getting a lot of good feedback too.
I think it was a great episode.
I know.
Great questions, both of you. You know what I'm saying? You not taking nothing from you.
Yeah.
But you asked some questions that like in my mind, I'm like, bro, okay, these is real pinpoint questions that you talking about that need to come out. You know, our community need to know. And then he answered in a way that, you know what I'm saying, that opened it up for me. Man, great interview, man.
Yeah,
that was one of my favorites.
One of your favorites?
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Okay.
You know, another one of my favorites is, you know, I interviewed Joe Black.
Joe Black.
Joe Black is always
that was
cool.
another one. The Veil, my all-time favorite. That's my guy. You know, I coach Roosevelt. You know what I'm saying? So I go back. Man, I love him.
I gotta
He's
go back
great.
and watch
I love him.
because I haven't seen
You know what I'm saying?
It's
good dude, man.
Good dude, man. Very good dude, man.
And he a bulldog.
Yeah.
Say that? Yeah. Okay, he a bulldog.
But and like I said, he's coming. He's scheduled to be back on an episode here soon too.
Good. Okay.
Football season about to start.
I definitely be checking that out. I know he got a lot of opinions and stuff.
Yes.
But man, that's one of my favorites.
But the Joe Black, Joe Black was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Joe Black was is one of our highest viewing pods that we've ever
took
had.
off.
It went thousands of views on
I know Joe get love from the city.
I know. He gets a lot of love.
And we actually did it at his studio too. So it was smooth, man. Like I said, Joe, he always looked out for us, man. And,
made us feel welcome.
You know what I'm saying? He showed us love. And, you know what I'm saying? Like I told Joe, man, I've been knowing you a long time and you never switched up too. So, you know, it was one of my favorite episodes.
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely was.
So my second favorite though.
Okay.
He gonna be mad when I say my second favorite.
Okay.
You know, but he's really my favorite. The Bills, you know.
Okay.
Stick Talk Dunny.
Oh, Dunlap. Chris Dunlap.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
man, that was a great episode.
Y'all love Chris Dunlap.
With Dunlap, man.
Yeah, we did it from the hook.
Yeah.
We did that interview at the hook.
Yeah.
It was another, man. It was something too that we touched on when I talked to the mayor too. It's about financial literacy. That we needed to get more of that in our community.
They brought his name up.
Yeah, so
Let me tell you how his platform is so necessary, man.
Yeah,
when I
very.
first met Chris, I'm like, man, he's so dope, and I need to be connected to this man in some type of way. Like I love how easily he puts it in layman's terms. Everything. He makes it easy for you to understand and to follow.
Yeah.
Man, come on, shout out to
shout out to you, Chris. Straight talk. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm in the group. I'm there. Mr. Lick Hitter.
I'm there. I'm gonna say this. I already knew he was light years ahead of time and was on a whole nother level. But when he came to the grade school and shout out, he came and did a shout out to Chris, man. He came and he did a informational for parents and kids together for us.
Okay.
And man, when I tell you, I still have kids and parents remembering and talking about the things that he talked. He broke it down so that the kids could get something, the parents could get something, and it was in terms where everybody understood it. And the man is, he's light years ahead of himself, but he's really switching it. He's switching the game. The knowledge is coming at a level to where it's understandable. It's retainable. You know, and it's
profitable. It's everything.
It's so simplified, but still very elevated. At the same time, it's so crazy to even try to articulate how he do it. It's effortless.
Yeah.
But the fact that he giving it.
Yeah, he's giving it.
He come back like them.
And make you want to receive it.
Yeah, because like I told him on the episode when I grew up, man, I know nothing about no credit and no financial literacy and stuff like that.
Stock market.
And why he still look
bonds,
like a real
options.
G with it? He don't even. He don't think you think he'd be suited and booty, man. He's still.
That shout out to Chris though. Man.
Can I read the jacket? I mentioned that. Low key.
There you go. Now you want to jacket. Now you want to sing. What?
First of all, you invited me here. Let's never forget that.
Maybe you'll sing after the show. You perform too.
Well, let's.
Come on,
let's
man.
Derrick,
trying to put
Derrick,
on?
Derrick, don't put nothing
No,
in her
okay.
head, man. Don't put
Wait,
nothing in her
it's
head.
like,
My bad.
You see, don't put nothing in her head.
My bad.
Yeah, and I do gotta
That's
say
how I
this
find
because I went to Wanda. I did invite you here, but I didn't invite you to take over the couch. I should do that.
been right here the whole time.
I can only sit in one spot the whole time. It's
you
okay.
look comfortable.
Well, I mean, I've learned to live in my area. I'm with the one.
Hey.
Y'all wild,
We had no air.
Oh yeah.
We had no air. I like the little cup.
No air. Yeah. No air.
All right. Couple things before we get out of here.
Okay.
Because
Get figured.
I'm getting the move from T Money.
Okay.
You know, he giving me the signal.
To wrap it up.
And then, and then we gotta have YG gonna come back out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, for us. So before we wrap it up, I got a couple questions.
Okay.
One is, tell me what's next for Let's Talk About It.
That's what I want
What's
to
next?
know. What's next?
You want to take it?
Just want to keep on growing. The sky's the limit. We don't even want to limit it. So however far we can go, we just gonna take it there.
Yeah, we trying to make it a brand. We apparel is next. One of the things that's coming up.
Actually, we got that coming right now.
Yeah, yeah. So that's probably gonna be the next move.
Yep.
The merch will be
First of all,
coming.
because y'all know I like stuff.
Yeah. So
Got you
I
coming.
mean, we're just gonna
Got you
do
coming.
just take it and spin it into to not just a podcast. Spin it to do other things. Drives, toy drives,
Turkey
turkey
drives.
drives, and we just got a lot of stuff coming up here soon with the podcast. And we don't want to just be in the studio and just doing a podcast. We want to be able to use it to
Be out in the community, actually help
To help
where they
the
can
brand.
see us.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Well, I'm glad you said that. With that being said, with that being said, we do have a couple things that we would love for y'all to be involved with us at school when you get an opportunity.
Okay.
Our breakfast and books program, where we have men and women come in and just eat breakfast and read.
Okay.
Sometimes a week, man. Whenever you get opportunity. we
How
see
does
it.
that go? Y'all just choose a school or what?
We have a few schools that we work with.
Okay.
Right now, what we are working on is streaming it so that all the schools can log in.
Okay.
That's what we're working on.
Breakfast and Books is so dope. If
okay.
you can, please come out.
Yeah,
The kids
let us know.
enjoy it, and
Yeah.
it's a nice time.
Yeah, when I get some time, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely be down for that.
The kids are so attentive.
Yeah, yes they are.
Yeah.
Yes
And
they are.
We would love for you to come. We have after school program at a couple of schools.
Okay.
And we'd love for you to come and do a career exploration. Come talk about your career fields, how you got in there, what you do, and how people of color can get into those jobs.
Okay.
We'd love for you to do that.
Y'all can do them separately and together.
Yes,
We
you
definitely.
Hey.
We're
That
definitely.
sounds like at least 3.
Yeah, it's all together. Yeah, we'll make it happen.
can. That
Yeah.
sounds like 4.
Yeah.
It
Two
sound like
reading
4?
and two career.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, for sure. No,
Yeah.
3. So that's 5. Cause you gonna come for after school program. You're gonna come for after school program, and then we're gonna have Let's Talk About It come for after school program.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
Plus, both of
okay.
y'all gonna come to Breakfast and Books.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hold us to it.
that.
Wow,
All right, hold us to it.
Yeah,
Good. I
Let's
love
do
I
it.
like that.
I love it. And then I'm putting this out there too. When I get ready to do these turkey drives and these films, come on, man, let's do something together. Let's work together.
That's our plan.
Let's make it to where we can touch as many people in our
Yep.
community
Yeah.
working together to do some great
Yeah,
things.
yeah. We're shooting for. If not Thanksgiving, we're shooting for Christmas for sure.
Yeah.
I love that.
Got a couple
Yes.
barbershops we're trying to get in this little tangle with us too to see if they want to join with us.
Yeah, we
And
got some people reaching out,
Y'all
but
keep going.
definitely though. Like I said, it's gonna this coming up years. It's gonna be add more stuff with the Let's Talk About It.
Yeah.
Not just podcasts. Yeah, that's what we're trying to grow.
Let's
love
talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's be about it. I love
yes,
it.
that's right.
T-Money, we're going to ask them for this 20-second
For the
joint,
22nd,
man.
and then we
So,
out of there.
each one of y'all, got to give y'all an answer.
Okay.
All right? And let me
We should see if they can
Let me-
sing. They
let me
that
get in
good?
here.
See?
You don't think they
I
that
can't
good?
sing now.
See, now,
I
I ain't
said
gonna
I'm no
no
say
sing.
singer.
Y'all get 20
No.
seconds, see if y'all can
Oh,
sing
okay.
together.
I'm about to say I got a mic though. I mean I can sing.
We gonna have you sing.
Okay.
But we are gonna have Ben play a song. We're gonna have y'all dance to get on out of here.
Hold on now.
You know, so this the thing. You gotta dance for 20 seconds like your life depended on it.
Really? I'd rather sing. I mean, give me a song. You hit a note.
Okay, all right. Now I am gonna flip this quarter, and we're gonna see who goes first, and then I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's not dancing.
I'm a tails guy.
You a tails guy?
Uh-huh.
All right. It was gonna be tails. I had to like.
Oh.
What you got?
Head.
Oh. It's on you, buddy.
You called tails.
I know. So I won, right?
Oh.
Ain't that so? I don't like how y'all play.
That must be a Pittsburgh
That's how them
thing.
Chiefs talk.
That's
That's
how
why
they
it
do coin
would.
toss in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So you first, Rose.
What are we doing?
This is it. Look in the camera. T Money gonna tell you.
Talk to the
And
chief.
if you had the attention of the world for 20 seconds, what would you say? Don't tell us what you'd say. Look in the camera when T Money give you the countdown and give us that 20-second play. All right.
Wow.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, world, pay attention. Stay in school. Make something of your life. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Let's Talk About It. We out here on YouTube. I'm Rose. That's the coach. Like I say, go down the right path. Go to church. Keep God first. Be humble.
Say it.
All right.
Okay. I don't say nothing. Count coach now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Definitely stay in school. I want to take this time out to also go back and say that I do support my co-host if he travels to Pittsburgh to try out to be the quarterback of the Steelers. I said that on the podcast before. I think he can win the job. And if he does take some time away from the podcast, I fully support him. And also, too, I appreciate coming on Evening Social Podcast. Thank you for having us. And really appreciate it. And looking forward to doing some big things again with y'all.
Oh man, with the shout out.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Them is probably 2 of the best 20 seconds we had. You know, first of all, you used it like I would use it. You know, make sure you go subscribe. You know,
If you haven't
You know what I'm
already.
saying? If you haven't already, I like that. Tell them stay in school.
Yes.
You know, and get to church.
And go to church.
You
Go
know,
to church.
I like that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the side, but I appreciate you, being real, and supporting your man and his
I love
dreams, his
it.
efforts.
I low-key
You
think
know,
he gonna
Yeah.
make it.
And
I'm
support his
supportive
efforts.
I want
too.
to support him. I told him
Yes.
to take some time away from the
Take
podcast,
some time
and
away from
Yes.
I'll hold the podcast
He
Don't
can
y'all
win
worry.
that starting quarterback job.
I think
I'm
he can win it.
supportive too.
I think he can win it.
I think that
We
you
got
can
it.
win it.
I
He
am.
can win it.
I say
She
that. Let's go.
said you
I know. She's a
I
winner.
believe in
Winners, no winners.
step away. I mean, I
Thank
told you I support you.
Hey, I think
We need to keep
you
the
might
rates.
can even go up there and do it. Go up there and do a couple
Think we could,
episodes.
yeah, we could probably.
Yeah,
Where?
go up there and do a couple
Yeah,
episodes.
we could do
Pittsburgh?
podcast. Yeah,
Oh yeah, we winning then.
And watch
I like,
him-
we on to something. There we go.
yeah, and watch him throw them ducks around the
Watch
yard.
yourself.
Throw them ducks around the yard up there. I told him, boy, be so many ducks flying around.
Rough. We gonna
I ain't
see.
never-
We
I
gonna
never
see who's
seen
gonna have the
that-
last
I ain't never
laugh.
seen that boy throw a football in my life,
Oh man, 20
and
years.
I still think he can win the job.
It's still
Yeah, I support him.
Man, we appreciate y'all coming, man.
We
Thank you.
do.
Thank you for
Really
having
enjoyed
us.
y'all,
Thank you for
man.
having
Thank you
us.
so
Man,
very much, man.
appreciate it. Anytime.
Hey, once again, if you're here, please join us and give them another round of oxygen, man. And if you haven't subscribed to Let's Talk About It, make sure you go subscribe. All right, and follow them. To give them your social medias.
I'm at the coach. DW_ the coach on Twitter. Derrick Williams on Facebook.
All I got right now is just a YouTube. Let's talk about it. Please subscribe.
I love
There
it.
we go. I love it. All right. Hey, this is Coach Mo.
And I'm Jabrelle Jenee.
Together we are Culture
Culture
Keepers.
Keepers.
All right, and we love you.
We appreciate you.
And we thank you for coming out, being here with us this evening. All right. We are here at 1739 Gallery, right off of 17th and Walnut. Come out, event space. Make sure you go follow and hit up DJ Being Rich, you know, at Instagram. You know what I'm saying? For any genre. I told you he was rocking the Jazz Fest. Any genre, hit him up. He got you.
Ben was just at a bark park? What is it?
Yeah, he was at a bark park.
Dog park.
Yeah.
Barcade.
I ain't handle anything, man. I had the dogs howling.
So shout out to Ben. Shout out to Ben.
You know?
Great
All
job.
right. Then also, got to send a shout out to T Money. Appreciate him being here. You know. We also have Taste of Flavor by Andre. Tacos in the house. Make sure you stop by and get some of them.
My hair with peach
Yeah.
cobbler.
Mama Marcy's Sweets is in the house too. And then T-Dog Southern Eats.
My gosh, they returned.
All right. They back. And then don't forget, man, visit the bar. You know what I'm saying? Visit the bar out there for. Now, we about to be out of here, but we not out. It's not over. We got YGKC, courtesy of District, record label, here. Gonna finish this out. All right?
She got me like, yeah. Your love is so good, got her like, ooh, yeah. Ooh, she be telling me, boy, it's just the way you do it. Ooh, yo, this is with the problems. Always on fuck shit, always had a problem when you went out to functions. Now you here with me, you got all you need, and you like, ooh, yeah. I'ma give it to you with no problem. Tell me all your problems and I'll solve it. You be that pressure, baby, fuck around and overdose. Do it with no hands, hype you up, me and you do the most. Used to wanna call it quits, now my brother call you sis. Driving in the nicest whip, stunning on my ex bitch. I ain't gonna lie, you got me sprung. Yeah, let me go deep, don't run. Yeah, sex getting good, so you scratching up a nigga back. Blowing up my phone, talking about you wanna run it back. When we at the mall, don't worry about a price tag. That's what I hustle for, going through and getting back. I ain't gonna lie, baby, you the one. Yeah, move you hella far, don't need company. All I need is you, baby, fuck you, get some company. You my favorite drink, you my cup of tea. Got her like, ooh, yeah. Ooh, she be telling me, boy, it's just the way you do it. Ooh, yo, this is with the problems. Always on fuck shit. Always had a problem when you went out to functions. Now you here with me, you got all you need, yeah. You like, ooh, yeah. Sound romantic, man. This next one called White Down, huh? I just wanna talk my shit. I just wanna talk my shit. Talking that shit right now. Yeah. I just wanna talk my shit. Talk my shit. Hoping that she bite down. Talking about like right now. I just wanna talk my shit. Hoping that she bite down. Yeah. I just wanna talk my shit. Hoping that she bite down. Talking about like right now. I just wanna talk my shit. Hoping that she bite down. Excuse me, little lady, can I get a little time? Time waste for no man, I'm trying to get you. Keep it on the up and up, I promise that's fine. Me and you together, that's smooth. Shopping sprees and all that shit, I promise no rush. We the new JB. They say around town, knowing what's up. Get a smack a nigga like real, no hush, yes. So they had us like Chris. See us doing moves, so I really got 'em pissed. I'm just trying to see what's up. What's up with you, though? I just wanna talk my shit. Hoping that she bite down, talking about it right now. I just wanna talk my shit. Hoping that she bite down, yeah. I just wanna talk my shit. Hoping that she bite down, talking about it right now. I just wanna talk my shit. Hoping that she bite down, yeah. Hey. I just wanna talk my shit, hey. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate it.